Mazuma Boxing here, back with another video. Alright guys, we're going to talk about Special K Brook, who just had a fight with Triple G, Gennady Golovkin last night at the O2 Arena. And he came off of a devastating loss. He stated that he was devastated. Put up a pretty good fight in my opinion. Broke his eye socket, so I think he's out for like definitely the remainder of the year. And probably like 4 to 5 more months into 2017. So with that being said, now he's already back on the headlines. He's completely fine. He hasn't gone ghost, but he says, and this is kind of interesting, but yet it was kind of expected based off of the things he was saying prior to the Triple G camp and during Triple G's camp. He said, "I'm most suited for 154. I want the Canelo and Smith winner." This is the headline on Boxing Scene article. Shout out to Boxing Scene. And he's saying that like he's not even considering. Well, he hasn't said it, but like if you read between the lines, you can see that he's insinuating that he doesn't have much interest coming back into the 147-pound division. Now, I have two thoughts about this. Let's see. The bad, I'm going to go with the bad first. I like to end on a positive note. But the bad is, obviously, he was the IBF champion at welterweight, got the belt off Sean Porter. And Errol Spence has been running through all of these opponents in hopes to get a title shot and fight a quality opponent, because he hasn't really fought like that much of a quality opponent. I mean, he fought Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri has a couple fights under his resume, Provodnikov, Pacquiao, Amir Khan. But he wasn't successful in either of those except for the Provodnikov, and a lot of people thought that was a controversial fight. And he fought Bundu. Bundu has a credible name, Keith Thurman, who's I believe he's a WBA champion right now. And other than that, he doesn't have that many fighters on his resume. And he's actually the mandatory for Kell Brook's title. But now that Kell Brook has fought Triple G, he sees how 160 pounds was, and he sees how comfortable he was at that weight. It seems like he doesn't want to go back to starving himself to make welterweight. Now, which is pretty interesting because Errol Spence is a big guy just like Kell Brook, and he probably struggles to make 147 as well, but he never complains about it. He's after those titles. So it probably says a lot about their work ethic. Not saying that Kell Brook's lazy. I just feel like that he doesn't want to be consistent with what he's doing, and he doesn't feel like he has to prove much at welterweight because he got a belt already. And now it's like, damn. So what is Errol Spence gonna do now? Now that Kell Brook is likely he's gonna vacate because he's not gonna be able to defend his belt at 150, at 147, at 154, obviously. So he's probably going to vacate, and then my next video I'll be talking about who the possible opponents for Errol Spence is going to face. So that's the negative part. Now that Errol Spence felt like he got stood up for a fight, so now it's like, but it was pretty much expected, but it wasn't really clarified until now. But now he's just stuck in the dirt, and now he doesn't really know what to do. But he's saying now that he's considering moving to 154. Now, that's a good thing because the division is stacked. It's not like he's going to a dead division. We got Demetrius Andrade. We got Erislandy Lara. Canelo, if he decides to stay there. We have the Liam Smiths. We got plenty of fight. We got Jamel Charlo. We got J-Rock Williams. 154 is pretty stacked. So him going to that division, that's like because that's a pretty stacked division, like I said, and it has a lot of competition there. And I would be pretty impressed if Kell Brook is able to obtain a belt at 154 pounds. And just based off how he was able to fight he was able to stand his ground against Triple G as best as he can. And I think a lot of middleweights wouldn't be able to hold. I don't think a lot of middleweights would have been able to take the punches how the way Kell Brook did. Kell Brook did get stunned. He did get hurt. But he didn't go down, and he continued to fight and continued to throw punches. Um, so considering that, I don't think there's a lot. I mean, it's hard to say if there's a fighter at 154 that cracks like Triple G does, because there's super middleweights that don't crack how Triple G was, and they're bigger than him. So it says a lot. So we get into this article. He's saying, let's see what he's saying. Um, he talks about how his eye socket was broken in the second round. Talks about how Triple G didn't feel threatened. He says, um, he says, on quote, he says, I would have to go back to the drawing board. I'd be most suited at light middle. I know Liam Smith and Canelo are fighting next week. I would love the winner. So without a doubt, he's really already plot with the loss. He doesn't seem too devastated about it. It seems as if like he expected it to happen. I mean, which I think no fighter should ever approach a fight that way, but it is what it is. But it seems like he's already plotting on the junior middleweight division, which is pretty cool. But like now, you missed out on some potential fights. I would have loved to have seen Keith Thurman and Kell Brook. I would have loved to have seen Earl Spence and Kell Brook. Not saying that it won't happen. Most likely it won't happen at 147 though. That's the thing, where Kell Brook is champion at. And with all that being said, it's like now what? We're just gonna have to sit back and see what happens. And yeah, that's just about it. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think overall about this whole subject. And I'll be back with another video on Earl Spence's options. This is Mazuma Boxing, and we out of here.